Yes, mother bitches, we are back again in this fucking Dookie Boy realm. Fuck this reality. Fuck this reality and its mama. And whoever created such a place, fuck them. They are a bitch ass motherfuckers. But anyways, how are you guys doing today in the Dookie Boy realm? Well, I'm talking to nobody. I've got a thumbs up, but not a viewer. I don't know how that happened, but I got one thumbs up and no viewer. I don't know how it's happening. It'll load up in a sec. Yo, man, who's here, man? Oh, don't forget to put on live chat. What up, Crunchy B? Live chat. I'm nobody. How dare you speak such treacherous language in my presence? Crunchy B, we're all nobody in a weird way, but at least in the nobody reality, you're a somebody. What up, Basin? What up, you silver-tongued archon? I know who you are now, Basin. I know why you use all that weird language. Who uses the language? It's the evil archons. You're one of them. I wonder if Vazen cracks his knuckles. Vazen, I demand that you upload a video immediately to reveal yourself a human, because I truly believe you're a lizard person. And that's why you only type and never show yourself. I bet you have fucking sweat spots, motherfucker. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know why I'm in like a shit talking mood today. I'm just in the mood to talk some crazy shit. What up, Epic Tiny Frog? Bro, did you see your fucking character on the thing, bro? That little kid's like, look, it's a tiny frog. That motherfucker was definitely an epic tiny frog, though. I liked yours on there, too. That was one of my favorite ones. The other day when I was streaming, I started naming off my favorite ones. Epic Tiny Frogs was one of my favorite ones. That one was funny to me, but yeah. How are you guys doing today? It's a cool pick. What's a cool pick? The one I did? A cool video, you mean? A cool video. Are you talking about yours? Yeah, that's kind of what he looked like. That's kind of what he looked like. But, bro, it was gangster shit. It was gangster shit. I realized when I had said a frog with fangs, it kind of made no sense, but it was kind of like, what's it called? Like, what did he call it? Eagle fang karate. Like, bro, eagles don't have fangs. They actually had a fucking eagle on that motherfucker with fangs on there too. Just it looked so silly, but he looked kind of mean when I had him like in his big form. But that shit was fun to make. Motherfucker was a bigger project than I thought it was gonna be. I was like 2 days into it. I was like, God damn. And I'm going to like 3 lives ago, then into 4 or 5 lives ago, and I'm like going through the whole video, looking at chat, like, who am I missing? Who am I missing? And then I still, even putting in so much time, like trying to get everybody, I still ended up missing people. Yeah, that's the name of the game. But it's all good though. It's all good though. Everybody knows I love them. I love all of you bastards the same. What up, Proxy? How are you doing today, mother bitches? Nobody answers that question. I want all of you to answer me when I ask you that. How are you guys doing today? Is everybody just miserable? Does anybody that watch my channel ever have a good day where they're not miserable, or they're happy, or they're chilling, or they're not just depressed all the time? Is anybody out there got some good days? What up, Kazak? Borderline outstanding. Fuck yeah. See? Kazak's having a good day. Today was great. Fuck yeah. Look at this. And Proxy. Hurting, honestly, cleaned too much. You clean too much, so your body's hurting from it? Yeah, but when the house is clean, it feels better just even being in that motherfucker. How do we do? We are breathing. This is as best as it gets. Yeah, Basin's always depressed and existential, and Have you ran WAN 3 offline yet? What's that? WAN 3 offline. I don't know what that means, Proxy. But may your day be as fine as it is. Thank you, Vazen. May your existence improve upon completion of this sentence. May I speak the fabric of the void into it. I actually can't even do that type of talk. Like, I can kind of do it, but it's like a redneck version of it. I ain't saying no new words anybody never heard before. Yeah, it's a win-lose situation. No, you won today. It sucks that you're hurting, Crunchy B, but you won today. It's hard for me to like. I do struggle with that, even on my good days too. Even on my good days, where you can say like I have hella energy or whatever. Even on my good days, it's hard for me to motivate myself to do chores. Like it's very difficult for me to even care about the reality anymore. But I do struggle with that. But what up, Nayrina? How you doing? Another day in this beautiful hellish simulation. Another day in the Dookie Boy Brown. I need to hit up the old pipe. Get my fucking mind right up in this hood. Yeah, that was almost cashed. Oh no, that was a decent hit. It felt cashed. Anyways. Cheers, my love. Cheers. Cheers to everybody out there. What do you guys want to talk about today? So we've come to the conclusion, or I feel I have. Some people will argue this, but I'd say good luck on your mission. But I've sort of come to the conclusion that there is no solution to this reality or something we can do, or people will argue this. And I'd say your plan or what you think might work will never work. Even if we got somebody like Joe Rogan to describe your plan, it's still not going to work. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Small channels saying it, it's not going to make it work. So I've sort of come to the conclusion that unless it's scripted into the play of reality anyways, it's not going to happen. For all I know, the actual revolution could spark off, and I end up not even being a part of it just because I'm not connected in that way. And for all I know, But I've sort of come to the conclusion that there is no solution to this problem, that it isn't a problem I have control over anyways. I'm a spawn subject in its creation. This idea like I'm going to beat it up or I'm going to outwit it, or it's like, bro, you were fucking spawned up in its creation. Let's be logical, for Christ's sakes. But now, me saying that, does that end my personal mission to want to kill God? No. But I'm saying, let's be honest. Me even saying I'm going to kill God sounds fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? If we're being logical. It's like, wait, the dude that created you, put you in its simulation or creation or whatever, you're going to kill that guy. Like all right, bro. Like, bro, you couldn't kill John Jones if he was in your fucking house, and you're going to kill God, the God of this realm. I mean, we got to wait for you to die to find out if you pulled it off, unfortunately. But I'd say plenty of people now have died who hate God just as much as me, or maybe even more than me. When's God going to end up getting murked? When's that going to happen? Oh, they haven't made any effect in this demon's creation? Yeah, that's the real truth. Do you find that you are a better reader with all the reading out loud you have been doing when you stream? I'm not a strong reader either. I pretty much forget as soon as I read, but out loud seems to help. So, yeah, I'm the same way, Kazak. Basically, you answered in your question what I would have said to you. Yeah, I forget shit while I'm reading it. And reading it out loud does help me, but I still hate reading. I just can't do it. Um, I hate to say it, but honestly, if somebody leaves me a super long fucking comment, usually I grace through it because I can't read that for that long and stay focused that long. I mean, I've said this a trillion times. People are going to take it as disrespect or something, but one comment at a time is about my limit because so it's just the way of my brain is. I just can't do it. I can't stay focused on reading that long. Especially if I'm reading something and I disagree here and I disagree there and I disagree here and it just doesn't. I can't do it. My brain's too. It's just the way I am. I don't. Again, maybe I got punched in the head one too many times. Just I can't do long reading and. We can build AI to defeat the NPC. Yeah, if anybody's going to get humanity out of the state that it's in now, it's going to be AI because it's humanity that keeps us in the state we're in now. You know what I'm saying? What up, Hill Pit? How you doing? They give us clues in movies to what we have to do, like to escape the reincarnation trap. Maybe Hill Pit, or another distraction of the thing that distracts and plays mysterious games and just I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, to be honest with you. It's corny anymore. I don't know. I'm sort of like into direct communication. I'm not like if I have to tell you to turn left up here, I'm not going to tap you on the shoulder when you look at me go and hope that you pick up the message. I'm just going to say, yo, up here, turn left. What's with all the fucking, and then it's in movies. It's like, shut up. This shit's corny. When is one of them going to just come forward and say, yo, fuck all this movie making shit, guys? This is what's really going on, blah, blah, blah. Instead of telling you in code, this is what's happening. You're in a fucking simulator or whatever. It's always some, man, I'm sick of the mystery. The UFO mystery. And this, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of this reality. It's a distraction machine, piece of shit. What up, Hermit? How you doing, man? I simply am. Amen, Lord Racer. There's no way around that. I'd just come back from work. Ah, dude. At least you're done with your slavery for the day. That's a positive. And really now, ironically, long comments be extremely engaging depending on the person and the subject. The more details, the more ability to fathom, to scrutinize, to dissect. Monumental. Yeah, Bazin, kudos to you for having that perspective, but you're speaking from the perspective of your brain, not mine. My brain don't do that shit. I've done long comments, but man, it's a struggle for me. It really is. But everybody's different. Some people fucking can sit there and read books all day. My brother Tom's like that. He can read. My brother Tom could read 3 whole books in one day. So it's I don't know, it's genetics or something. I'm just built to not read. I don't like the shit. It makes me. I lose. I have ADD or something. I just can't do it. Yeah, it's really tough for me, Basil. Short comments do not really do it for me anymore. Maybe medium comments. No. So comments are a joke. Like if you tripled Kazakh Baghdad's the longest comment I could see, or actually the one you wrote, really now, but if you tripled that I could probably do comments like that. But when you fucking send me half a goddamn book to read, I just can't do it, bro. I look at it and I go, oh, God, and I fucking don't look at it. Or I'll quickly graze through it to see what it's saying. Try to hope I find something important in what I'm not going to read. Tell how you are, though. Let's be honest. I'm very tired of life and work. Today, I'm great. I'm sorry you're struggling, Kevin. Everybody's. Well, I would say this. I think everybody's sort of tired of life in general. Yeah, life and work. Yeah, work. I mean, who isn't tired of work? It almost seems like unnecessary at this point technologically. It's almost like it's being done to us just to drain us of energy and make us tired. Humanity technologically could have been living symbiotically in this reality 50 years ago in abundance, but there seems to be a group of psychopaths who feed on human suffering that just stop us from growing. They keep things stagnant. It's bizarre. They take all of our extra energy, which is our money, trillions and trillions. At this point, who knows, $100 trillion of our money, and nothing ever happens in the reality. It stays poor, struggling, and miserable. It's just a weird hell realm of suffering humans for fun. It's a video game to entities that like tormenting us. But today, the chemical makeup in my brain, Hermit, is in a good mood. Thank God for that. If there is a God, there isn't one of this reality. Maybe creators, but no God. This is a completely godless realm. Yes, that is on a personal level. I get it. Yeah, everyone's different, dude. Like when I say that shit, like I struggle to read and did it. I don't say it just for fun and like trying to be different or something. Like I can't read, dude. So I bought Howdy Mikowski's book, something with the cave or whatever, the cave, being locked in a cave or something like that. And Escape from the Cave, or Exit the Cave. Bro, I read this. So I thought, no, guys, it's just shit I'm not interested in. That's what it is. So I'll get a book that I know is the stuff that I'm interested in. Didn't work. I couldn't get past the part where it was like reading the intro. I was just like, all right, this shit's whack. Fuck this book. No offense to Howdy. Maybe it's a great book. It's not him. It's me. This place can be not that bad sometimes, but it bothers me just how bad it can get. I should give that book to somebody because I can't read it. I'm gonna give it to somebody at the beach or something. Maybe I'll go to the beach and just hand it to some fucking buddy. Say, hey, if you're into reading, man, maybe this shit'll be interesting to you. I just can't do it. Literally, just a waste of money. Hell no, I like to read, but I do not read books. Too much effort for me, actually. So, what do you read, Vason? Like forums and shit like that? Just a simple, long philosophical statement / forum. I should have just kept reading your comment. Forums should do. Yeah, we sadly met in these fucked up situation. Yeah, we're in a fucked up situation, absolutely. It's unfortunate, but I'm glad that you guys are also suffering this misery pit with me. How long of a comment are we talking about? Anyways, 4 medium-sized paragraphs, 15 long detailed paragraphs, just one subject? Just on one subject. Well, I mean, you can get an idea of how well I do just by how we're going now, I guess you could say. But so for example, if everything on screen right now was one comment, I could maybe read that, but I would struggle to get through it. It's just the way I am. I wish I wasn't like that. Like, I'm not saying this shit because I think it's cool. So I'm saying it because I really struggle. I wish I wasn't like that, but there was a guy that said, "Oh, if reality was imaginary and we could just create our own realities, it wouldn't feel real. So according to him, we should stay in a soul trap forever." Oh no. Actually, I said something similar. Who said that? I said something similar to that in my last stream. If it was imaginary, then we could just create our own realities. It wouldn't feel. No. So yeah, I agree with that, sort of. Whoever said that. I sort of agree with them. So like, if we're creating our realities, then that means there's no other real souls in there with me. And I don't like that neither. And I think I said this in my last stream, this exact scenario you're talking about. Are you talking about me, maybe, Hill Pit? You forgot that I'm the one that said it? But yeah, like I thought, I explained, so I'm a recluse in my reality, pretty much. Like, I sort of just stay to myself, like, I don't have too many. I try to hook up and have scenarios with people, but most people are just too busy. But so maybe if I created my own realities, it wouldn't be that different than mine now, though, that I would have less stress and worries and depressions and miseries. Like, if I wanted attention, we could say I could spawn that up. If I wanted adrenaline, we could say I could spawn up a fucking Lamborghini and drive 300 miles per hour. If I wanted, whatever, I could spawn it up. So I said, well, that reality would be a step above my current reality, but the thought of never existing with another real soul, I don't like that either. As much of a recluse as I am, I still don't like that idea. Fuck that. I don't want to deal with that shit. How could I do that? I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. I have a hard time reading. I notice I skip over letters when I read any, or when I read and kind of guess the word and then skip over words and get an idea of the sense, etc. I think that's why I don't retain it. I don't know. I just, my brain is going, stop, no, stop, the whole time I'm reading. Like it doesn't. Thinking about this, thinking about that, and like so. For example, I'm reading because well, I'll read yours. Like I have a hard time reading, and my brain's going, yeah, me too, me too. This shit sucks. I fucking hate reading. While I'm trying to read the next part where I say, I notice I skip over. I'm trying to shut my brain up and focus on what you're saying, but my brain don't stop. My brain don't stop. It just fucking won't shut the fuck up. And and I can and I can get it to, but again, it's a struggle for me. It's a struggle for me. My internal brain sort of like an excited dog that you just got home from work and it's seeing you. It's like like its tail's going. It's like it just won't shut the fuck up. And then on top of that, I hate reading. So I think it's just a combination thing, maybe genetics. I don't know. Maybe there's a part of the brain where it's like the area of the brain where reading's done and focus, and that part of my brain just shrunk or fucked up or battered or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just, it is what it is. But anyways, yeah. I don't retain it too well. I imagine hell would be suffering. And it's always been like that. Even when I was back in grade school, I would try to ask the teachers, how do I remember it or how do I keep it? And they just couldn't explain it to me. So I was just like, all right, I guess I just don't know how to read. And all the kids around me, like it was popular at that time to read these books called Goosebumps. They were like scary storybooks, and I really wanted to read them because the covers looked really cool, and sometimes they had the bumpy 3D to them, and I just thought, oh man, these books look real cool. But man, I'd read like half a fucking page and forget what I was reading and start back over again. And like everybody else in the class is like 15, 20 pages in, and I'm still struggling on the first page. It's like, man, something's wrong with my brain. Completely alone. At least we got each other to understand. Yeah, this realm isn't pure hell, but it's a very well done type of hell, I'll say, because it's good at hiding itself. Can you summarize your beliefs? Hello, Baphometo. Are you talking to me? You want me to summarize my beliefs? Let me read these two real quick. Yeah, I'm alone in this society, but I don't want to be alone forever. Damn, what's next? Trick after death? It's never ending. Yeah, it's always something to worry about or stress about. It's all this reality is good at. But we at least in this together, guys. Yeah, that's the one positive. We're in this bizarre shithole together. All right, so can I summarize my beliefs? I believe we're in a simulation. Do you think the people who created this realm will ever be punished by having put us here? No. Hell no. Hell no. So if a character in GTA 6 or 7 or whatever's the next one became AI sentient, do you and felt bad about its existence, do you think that somebody in Rockstar is going to end up in cuffs? Fuck no. That AI could cry for the rest of eternity. It's just a character in a game to them. I mean, fuck. 67. What up, K-Bug? Well, there's some new people in chat today. I'm glad you guys are showing up. Thank you for showing up. It's false imprisonment. There's a cool community here. Everybody here likes each other. Everybody talks to each other. Everybody else communicates. It's not like some show about me. It's really like a gathering, some of these streams for other people. Hill Pit, it's false imprisonment. What they're doing to us is criminal. Yeah, but they don't care. We're a fucking simulation. We somehow got here, right? Yeah, we were spawned up. So we should exist before. But we don't remember. What's Dookie Boy wrong? That's this reality. Where did you see that, Baphomet Meadow? Where did you see Dookie Boy wrong? Did somebody in here say that? Did I say that? I didn't even realize it came out. The hashtags. Oh, my hashtag. Oh yeah, that's so. That's funny. Okay, so yeah. So that's what I call that's what I call this reality or this simulation, whatever you want to call it. I call it the Dookie Boy realm because it's a shithole. It's a fucking shithole. Dookie because it's a shithole. It's shit. Boy because I'm from the south and we attach boy to everything. You're not just a pussy. You're a pussy boy. You're not. It's not fuck you. You're a fuck boy. It's just something we do. But I always been saying that for years. The Dookie Boy realm. It's so corny. It's so childish. But anyway, I'm sorry if it confused you. That's funny. Anyways, oh yeah. That is a weird thing to call this reality. I mean, it's a simulation, but I've just been doing it for years at this point. Yeah, that's all that is. How are you guys doing today, K Bug and Bafo Meadow? Are you guys doing okay today in this fucking Dookie Boy realm? What did you mean by 67, K Bug? Because I don't see any other comment. Did I ask something like that? What do you mean by 67? Yes, I am loving it up in the Dookie Boy realm. I'm glad you're happy, K Bug. It's better than being depressed and miserable. I get like a medical depression or something. Some days I wake. Today's a great day for me. I wake up and I'm almost like happy to be alive. And then other days I wake up and just and nothing triggers it. It's not like my dog died or something horrible. Or I just wake up and the thought of being here is like fuck this reality. It's like hard to even get out of bed on them days. But struggle with motivation all the time. Like it's hard for me to get attached to a reality I can't stand. Think about this. There is only a few of us here conscious. Where do we come from? Where is other worlds? Who are we truly are beyond pain, beyond system? Um, Energy, just energy. Like, so you're like electricity or a battery, I guess you could say, sort of like a battery. You're the energy that powers the meat monkey. So if this reality is a simulation or a computer, your thoughts and memories go into the hard drive. Some people call this the Akashic records, whatever. Um, and you go back into the power supply until you repower a new avatar. If you do, if your energy is constantly recycled, then you just, yeah, you forget everything because those aren't you anyways. Those are memories. Those aren't yours. So you forget everything that made you up anyways, and you become a new person. I think maybe it's like a reincarnation cycle. Your energy's reused, or once we die, what we call us dies off completely. Who knows? How much water did you drink today? A good amount. I drink a lot of coffee too. I know it's a diuretic, but whatever. I drink plenty of water. But if there are certain karmic universal laws and they're disobeying them, then they have to be punished. There aren't any. There aren't any. I mean, you would create them if there were laws are created. There's no such thing as laws outside like the laws of physics. Uh, you say, oh, the government creates laws. Well, yeah, but they're created. It's an illusionary thing that we believe into existence. So if you feel they're evil, they should be punished. You need to go and punish them. In this reality, I wouldn't say hope that some cartoon character's watching all this, waiting to punish them. That's silly. That's like something a good slave would do. But we had to be before that. We had to be more than this simulation. Why? Why do you say that? What makes you believe that or think that or like look at the hell we're in now for Christ's sakes? Like this is something you would do to cockroaches. This reality is something you would do to cockroaches, bro. This place is hell. What makes you think you're so special or that it's all for a good thing? Or I just don't get it anymore. When you close your eyes, can you actually visualize something? Like not just an apple, but the color details. I can't. It's called aphantasia. 15% of people. Okay, so I have aphantasia. I don't really see. Sometimes I see colors. It'll be like a teal or a blue or a green haze or glow in the corner of my vision. I'll see colors like that, but usually it's just swirling patterns. But I'll even see them with my eyes open. I don't have to close my eyes. I'll see them with my eyes open if the room is dark enough. Like, for example, if I'm just in my room and the screen's on, and it creates enough light, where you can see objects, I can see all of the aphantasia things happening when my eyes are open. Don't believe we only sim and simulation. We more than that, bro. That's mind virus telling we ain't worth anything. No, I don't know. I don't know. I would say that's logic. Again, look at what we're subjected to in this reality, like the suffering, the struggle, the misery, the depression. This is a hell pit you would throw cockroaches into, and you would be evil to throw the cockroaches into it, to be honest. I mean, it's just this reality is a fucking misery pit. It's like, no, it matters. Where? I don't think that's a mind virus. I think that's logic, dude. Just based on observing the reality we're in now. Robot can't feel. I don't know. I don't know. What is feeling? It's electrical signals in your brains. I guess a robot could feel if that's all it really is. It is, but you still feel something. You still have a heart. That's what they want to destroy. Uh, yeah, I would say there's arguments for what you guys are saying, but there's definitely arguments for what I'm saying. There's definitely arguments for what I'm saying too. So again, this is a hell realm. You would not subject things that are important or things that matter into a realm like this. You matter to your own self because you're the main character in your fucking reality, and you have your ego and your survival instincts and all that. It's all programmed into every single avatar. Thinks they're the main character, thinks they're special, thinks they matter. God's really just the world revolves around them. It's like, this place is a shit pit. It is, but you still feel something. You still have a heart. That's what they want to destroy. Or maybe they feed off destroying that, Kevin, like I say. They feed off tormenting humans. That's the game to them. Again, look at the fruit that the tree bears every time it's rotten. I think I have a heart so that it torments me and I create whatever they enjoy. That's why I think I have a heart. But you think it's all you are? Just no. You cannot be out here thinking that our species has some importance when this planet is less than a speck in a cosmic storm and the galaxies do not give a bitch ass damn about you. I don't agree with all like the solar system, stuff and the sun destroying all of us. But if you're into the whole science thing, planets and all that, yeah, we're just some random dumb shit. But I would say just based on our experience, we're just some random dumb shit. We don't have to go to the stars or things we can't even, exist with ourselves personally. Just look at your daily experience, for Christ's sakes. NPC without soul. Define soul. Define a soul. What does that mean to you? The void stretches on without boundaries, and we are in noise for a brief flash before silence swallows one. Yeah, I agree with that, Jason. You are correct, and I agree with your next comment too. I just got to pack that baby up. We had to be something before that. Why do you keep saying that though, Kevin? Is this hard for you to deal with, like being an NPC or whatever? Why do you keep saying we had to be something before that? Like what? What makes you say that? Do you have memories of it or something? Soul means something beyond this world when we die. So you think that the soul goes on after the body dies? A lot of people think that. Um, and maybe it does, but define a soul. If your memories are of the body, then you're just the energy that powers the body. What you're calling a soul, does it have memories or its own personality and all that? I don't know. I hear about the soul all the time, but I don't experience the soul. It's just what I feel in my bones. I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Kevin. Shit, I don't want to be right. You think I want to fucking be right about the shit that I'm saying? Again, I'm just using logic and then measuring the what we're subjected to. Like kind of like observing the reality that we were all subjected to, and kind of putting that on the tipping scale of everything, and then kind of just adding it up and go, well, if there's some motherfucker that cares, he ain't around in this fucking situation, like I'm just super logical. I'm not going to give in to like false hopium shit, like smoking that hopium joint. So I was Christian for over a decade. I lived in delusions. I'll never do that again. I'll never live in somebody else's cartoon story ever again. I have to go based off observable information. And I feel you very hurt, but I know you good soul, but you can't just go from mind alone. You have no choice but to go from mind alone, Herman. I also pay attention to intuition or gut feeling or what feels right in my bones, we'll say. I sort of have to. But I like to stick to what's observable. You say, well, NDEs prove it. Well, I never had one. I'm going based off what other people say. And I've experienced dreamlike states, you could say, that were similar to what people say in NDEs, but I was just dreaming. How do I know they weren't dreaming? How do I know that an NDE is not just something that the brain experiences, sort of like a dream state as the brain's shutting down? I don't know any of these things. It's because you forgot, because they wiped our mind. Who's they? I believe that it's not that they wipe your mind. It's that once your soul or the energy that you are stops powering this avatar, you lose the mind. The mind does not belong to you. So by default of the way the machine runs, your mind gets wiped. That's just the way it is. Right? So if I say if I walked up to you and split your head with a hatchet and it damaged your brain, let's say you're 55 years old, you may completely forget your 20s and 30s. Shit, you may even think that you're living back then in some case. If I damage the tool you use, so is that the real you though? The you that don't even remember their 23rd. So what is you is just memories. Like I said, if I damage the tool you use to access the memories in the Akashic record of the hard drive, you lose you. So imagine if I unplug your energy completely, you lose you completely. Well, you can go beyond machine. Huh? How? If you're a character in something else's simulation, how could you ever go beyond the machine? That don't make no sense to me. Are you struggling with this, Kevin? Like what I'm saying, you're struggling with it? Like it's a hard truth for you to deal with? Or you just feel it in your bones or whatever? Is that what you're saying? Like, I don't know, I just know in my heart of hearts that I can escape the machine. How would a character in a game escape the machine ever? Like I said, even if you did do that, uh, even if you could, the only way it's possible is if somebody that's playing the game finds your character so interesting that they want to coexist with it in the real world, then they would have to take what you call you, your memories and all that, put it into an android, and then a version of you would be in the real world. That's the only way you would be able to escape the machine. Outside of that, it's like it doesn't even make sense to say that. You can't. You're a character in the simulation. You were spawned up into it beyond your your say so. Like this thing has full control of you on a linear path. No, it makes me sad because you think only NPC. Um, well, NPC is a word I use to describe what I'm trying to say. So, for example, NPCs exist in this reality. I could give you a description one. It's a character in a game. Nobody's playing it. It just has a scripted. Blah, blah, blah. What I'm talking about, using the word NPC is the best thing to describe it. It's not an NPC. It's some sort of other. It's a character in an advanced simulation that's sort of like an NPC. But no, these NPCs aren't like NPCs. They believe they're alive. They think they're alive. They have egos. They believe in God. They believe all this shit that came from original reality that has nothing to do with our existence. But we still, it's like programmed into the avatar. That's why people believe in God. You know, it's like that shit came from the original reality. Pain, suffering, struggle, all that. I don't know. Or that stuff was programmed into us just to make it more exciting for the ones that torment us. I don't know. But I don't know if we're all NPC. I'm saying we're in an advanced simulation. Uh, do I know for sure that we're all NPC? No, we may be like some. I said this a trillion times. It may be like some Running Man type shit, where we're or not Running Man. What's the other one? Total Recall type shit, where we're in the game. You know, right now. You know, playing this shit. I don't know. We're a real soul person in the matrix, but we're in our pod and plugged in or whatever. And when we die, we'll just unplug. And I don't know. I know what I'm talking about in this realm that's observable. Memory is in the soul mind. No, it's not. So that's what I'm saying. So would you say somebody that's happened to, have they lost a chunk of their soul? Because they just lost their 20s and 30s. So you're saying they lost memory is in this? No. If their soul had a memory, me damaging their tool to think with wouldn't take away their life experience, because that memory would be in their soul. Is their soul not powering that machine anymore? Yeah, but the thing, we ain't from here. Our mind got wiped. It's like you got in video game and figure out, and we got in hellish game. How do you know we're not from here, dude? We're obviously from here. Why do you say that? Because this place feels alien to you? It feels alien to me too, but I'm definitely from here. I got spawned up into it. Our mind got wiped out. It's like you got in video game and figure out, and we got in hellish game. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm in the game and I figured it out. But I'm stuck in the game. It's not like I went and fucking pulled the thing out of the back of my fucking neck and woke up in the real realm. That didn't happen. I'm just stuck in the fucking simulation. So it feels like a soul trap or a hell realm, hellish game. Yeah, it does. Once you're conscious or sentient in it, we really just got thrown in a body. Yes, without saying I'm okay with that. No, this is not our fucking home. Then go home, Hell Pit. Then go home. Where else do you go from here? Like, let's talk about it for real. Let's take it serious. These are the things we need to talk about. I'm not going to exist in somebody's delusion or cartoon story, but we need to talk about these things. If you're not from this place, Hill Pit, tell me where you're from and how to get there, how to go back. Please. Because I don't want to just hear somebody's cry out of hope. I don't want to smoke a hopium joint with you. There is no such thing as a home. Yep. I would sort of agree with Bazin. Imagine this. We travel together through spirit universe. You say, hey, let's go to this earth thing. I say, okay, blah, blah, scan. Then we hear, yeah, I've heard that story for years, Kevin. It just sounds silly to me. That's how I see it. It's just silly. It's just silly. That's silly. It sounds like a cartoon to me. If your soul agrees to fall down in this hole. Hey, you get stuck there till you're dead. And we're like, okay, and we just fell in. It's like, this sounds like a cartoon. Something some human made up that can't make sense of reality. And then once we're in there, we're trapped. Oh, it got us. It trapped our souls. Then it's super powerful. How the fuck does something trap your soul? It's an essence. What you're calling soul is sort of like a battery or electricity. It's energy. That's all it is. What you call you as an individual is memories. Those memories can be taken away from you. And they do get taken away from you. What if you get too attached to the character and I'm one who tried to free you now? Maybe we friends in afterlife? Huh? I don't know. I hope so, Kevin. But did you hear the word that I used in there? I'm not a fan of that word. Haven't you seen countless people always saying, I want to go home? Why would they feel that way if this was our home? So I'll tell you why, Hill, but I'll explain it. When we create video games or simulations, we can only create what we understand or know. So the characters in the game are sort of programmed like humans, right? Like if I run up to a character in Grand Theft Auto and I put my hands up like this, he's like, come on in, bitch, and he wants to fight all of a sudden. That's the way a human would behave. You know, we create what we know. So we were created as original souled characters in a very advanced simulation. So we feel real. We behave real. We think real. We react real. We're programmed to be real. But then if you're real, in quotes, real, inside the game, though, you would feel very out of place. You wouldn't feel like this place is not my home. There's something wrong here. This place is, it would feel weird to you. You're too attached to being NPC, bro, but I know you ain't. Kevin, I think you're too attached to your belief, but I know it's not true. It's a hope thing. You're hoping. No, I get to leave. It's like, okay, well, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of hoping for things. I like to observe what's real, what we're subjected to, obviously, and you can't really argue what I'm saying. That's why you're going towards hope type arguments, because the actual reality is very dark. Even little kids have said it so many times. Yeah, little kids, like I said, like little kids are also programmed to be human and feel human. Isn't it weird though that entity was then thrown into a reality that bullies it, tells it it's nothing, tries to keep it stuck in poverty, torments it for sport. The list goes on forever. Does that sound like something you would do? Belittle, degrade an essence of something that mattered? Look at our experience. No, I got some experiences that prove me I ain't just this body. Okay, tell me what happened, Kevin. And if it's mysterious, I have to dismiss it. If it's mysterious and doesn't make sense and you were in some sleepy dream type state, I have to dismiss it. If you took hella acid or hella shrooms or hella DMT and talked to God, I have to dismiss it. How do you explain out-of-body experiences? A dream-like experience. How do you explain in-body experiences like dreams? You're asking me to explain dream situations. I don't know. Hilpit, you know that the mind can create delusions on the human when it can't deal with harsh realities? Like literal delusions. They believe everything that happens. People become, this is something you see in reality. People become delusional and live in cartoons when they can't deal with the observable harsh reality. Sometimes if it's so bad, even the mind will fragment or fracture and create different personalities to deal with different things. The human, anyways, this is all known. So if you had some experience, I would say maybe your brain is just struggling to keep you alive. And then I would even say on a deeper level, if you look at the current reality we're in, maybe something else is fucking trolling you or tormenting you, getting you to believe that hope so you just stick around and get fucked with forever. It's a dark reality. Hey V, how you doing, love? It's just dark, bro. It's dark. I know that sucks. I know that people struggle with that, but I had OBE experiences walking in my house. My friend said he saw a bottle I throw while I was asleep. So exhausted. So, okay. What does that mean to you? You can leave the body for a moment and throw a bottle. Okay, congratulations. Guess what? You got sucked right back into the motherfucking body like there's some sort of magnetic attraction you have no say so over. Right back in. And it's a struggle for you to get out of the body. You know, people that smoke salvia can exit the body too. As a matter of fact, what you call your soul can get stuck as a fucking ceiling fan for 30 years doing that shit. You have no actual say. Who do you think would sit around for 30 years being a ceiling fan? Your soul can get stuck like a fucking simulation in physical objects. So yeah, if you have an out of body experience, that don't say nothing to me. You don't have no say so over where your soul goes. If you do, it's only temporarily or momentarily. And how do I know that that wasn't a dream or some, mental delusion your brain created to comfort you? This week was brutal, totally drained. Again, let's talk about your weird experiences, or let's talk about the hell realm that's observable, where what you would call essence or souls that are so important are being tormented constantly. This week was, I'm sorry to hear that, V. The matrix machine terrifies me. The word work terrifies me. Totally drained. Fuck work, man. I pay them way more with my energy than what they give back to me. That's the way it always works. Can't even enjoy the weekend because I'm so knackered. Yeah, you're exhausted. Well, you're weakened. That's funny. That's called the weekend, but you're weakened from the work week. And that's when you got to do all your chores because you didn't have time to do it during the. So you're literally walking around like the fucking local stores and exhausted and drained having to do this and that because you just didn't have time during the fucking matrix slave week. Why are you so negative to thing as soul and afterlife? I don't mean harm to you, only positive. I don't think I'm negative to. I just don't agree with what you're saying. I don't have any negativity towards a soul or an afterlife. I'm sick of being played with. I'm sick of being trolled and toyed by fucking demons. I'm not going to play that game no more. I'm not playing look what's happening to me now. I would say to them, oh, if my essence matters, man, can we talk? Can we be about it instead of talk about it? Show me. Take my soul right now, whatever's out there listening, and plug me into an existence that I prefer. If I matter. No, Chris, you're going to stay there until you die, motherfucker. That's not me being negative. That's like me observing actual reality. I was a chair on a roof for a while. Oh shit, Crunchy, you did that shit? Dude, that's the only drug that actually scares me is salvia. That's the only one that actually scares me. I'm not trying to go and live some other life for 30 years or be a hill for 20 years. Like that sounds miserable. I get bored hella quick with shit that's exciting. Sitting there as a hill for fucking years, that sounds like the most miserable existence you could have. I literally feel the energy leaving my body while I'm working. I feel like a zombie now. Ugh. I'm sorry, V. V is fresh out of the drain you matrix machine, everybody. Pray. No, don't pray. Wish upon her energy. V, I send my energy to you. I give you 20% of my energy. I hope you feel better. I don't know if anything actually happened when I casted my little magic spell. I'm just hoping. There's another really bad one. Tutora or WTV, it's called. It's like that. Huh? Because you didn't have major experience, I think. And well, Kevin, What? Okay, now define a major experience to me and tell me how that's different than a dream type experience or a mental delusion. We already talked about this part. I think you ain't just NPC a video game. I hope you're right. It's just we separated, so we can't talk, and it makes us isolated. No, it's not just that, Kevin. Have you ever watched any of my videos, dude? Like, come on. It's not just that. That makes me think we're in a simulation. There's like a list of shit. Oh, thanks, Chris. You're welcome, love. What up, Taco? I'm doing good today. I'm actually doing really good today, emotionally. My brain has blessed me with the proper chemical balance to actually feel normal for fucking a day. Thank you, brain. And they say that the brain always seeks comfort. And they say that the brain's the one that creates the dopamine. That's weird. Well, can we agree we on the same side? I believe we're on the same side. We just don't agree on the shit that you're talking about right now, Kevin. Is that okay? I understand, like, why do people need so much closure when they disagree with somebody else? What's the deal with that? Like, we just disagree on that. So just move on and say the next thing. So it's like, we both have to come to this conclusion. Like, we're agreeing now to disagree. It's like, dude, I'm going to disagree with half the shit people say. Like, this is what it is. It's not a big deal to me. But yeah, we're definitely. I feel like we're on the same side. I don't feel like that the second we disagreed, we had to really size each other up and see if the other one's the enemy. That's weird to me. That's weird when people do that. Datura, that's it. It's a toxic plant. Datura? Oh, I've heard of Datura trips or whatever reports. People who smoke it are always transported to Nazi themed realms. What the hell? Oh, yeah, that's true. I've heard that. Actually, that's true. Yeah, I've heard that. Chaco! Chaco, did you read my comment under Chris's last line? Yeah. Oh, yeah, she left you a comment, dude, about what you're asking for, your fucking astrological chart thing. She left a good comment for you. No, I did not. Last one was when I told I need to leave. Oh, yeah, there's a comment there waiting for you. She hooked you up. What you wanted to say? You ain't just NPC, bro. Wait, WH. Yeah, I got that message like 3 or 4 times actually, Kevin, that you were saying I'm not an NPC, but I don't know. I'd say if I actually matter, again, can we be about it instead of talking about it? I'd say if I'm not an NPC, can we quit treating me like one? But I hope you're right. But again, that's hope. Listen to that word. Every time I use the word hope, ball it up and throw it in the garbage the way that I feel now. Like I'm sick of playing the game of hopium and oh no, if we just go no fap, it'll work. No, if we just stop eating animals, it'll something. Oh no, if we just like I'm sick of this game. If it is an escape room, can I escape it already? If it is a simulation and I've described it as such, do I get some sort of prize? Can I elevate out of here? Nope, still stuck on the Truman Show. Thanks, I will look into. Already tell you thanks. Yo, Chaco, when I did that fucking subscriber video thing, uh, could you actually understand that song where they were saying German words or whatever? Because I can translate it with GPT, but I don't know if it's saying accurate shit. I'm hearing German. I would love to trade places with our captors of this realm and tell them, there, how does it feel to become cast this fucking realm you guys create? How do you? Oh shit, Hill Pit. That's like my ultimate dream realm. So when I was a Christian for 10 years, my main pray to God was that let me kill them. Like, let me be the one that kills them, torments them. Let me be their afterlife fucking tormentors and let me be their executioner. Like, that's what I would say to God. Make me a war angel that fucking murders evil. Like, that's my ultimate. That would be like my ultimate happy place, I think. Which is weird to say. So for this is something I talk about all the time. And this is the way the polarity between positive and negative actually works. It overrides everything. It's like, so by nature, I'm good-hearted, or like I want to help people. I don't want to hurt anything if I don't have to. I mean, some people would argue, Chris, you eat food, or you eat meat, so you're harboring things that were already harmed. I get, but you're right, I am. But if it was up to me, I would create a reality where there was just abundance of fruit everywhere, fruit trees, and you would eat that fruit and never have to eat anything else. That's the way I would do if it was up to me. But it's not up to me. I'm subjected to the hell realm. But I don't have a nasty bone in my body. But when it comes to evil, I could literally torture them in ways that if I was just like, let's say, watching a video of it would make me squeamish. But if it was actual evil, I would do it and go home and sleep like a baby. It wouldn't even bother me. But, that's what good does. It just hopes the word. Oh, but we never do anything practical. And then if somebody does, they get demonized and say, oh, no, that's violent. We shouldn't do it. It's like, what exactly are we supposed to do? Are we just supposed to sit here and talk about evil all day and how we hope they get theirs in the end? It's such a pathetic game we're playing. I did not really understand some German words there. Oh, fuck. So it doesn't do a good job. The Greek one sounded pretty decent to me, but I'm not as fluent in Greek. But I see your point. We stuck in Demiurge's role. Just rule it. It's breaking my heart that we can't go together. Just suffer. You guys want to protest? If you guys want to protest the reality, am I down to do that? Yeah, fuck it. I'm down to do that. If you guys want to just protest the reality, that's not the best idea, though. No, actually, that's a bad idea. I don't know. There is no solution. Watch my last stream. We're all intelligent. If there was a solution, one of us would have found it by now. There is no solution. We're in it. It's what's happening. And until it's not happening, it's all you're going to deal with. It breaks my heart too, Kevin. But I have to be honest. As a reporter, if I'm reporting in, I have to be honest. That was a good hit. I don't give a fuck about this world anymore. I just want to leave when my time comes. It's never going to change, so I just don't care. It sucks for me to know that you're feeling that way, B. I'm sorry, love. It is. It's dark. It's dark. The only way to leave this hell is to not care. If you care, you'll keep coming back to save people. Yeah, I would say complete detachment from this hell pit is probably your best bet. If there is some sort of leaving it, or yes, attachments, love for people, it'll hook you in if there is such a thing. To say people, what's then be when we die? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We can't answer that. Nobody. We just talk about this shit. Nobody can answer that. And if they do, they didn't die. They had a near-death experience. They didn't have a death experience. That could have been their brain shutting down. Could have been a delusion. It could have been anything. It's something that's not tangible, right? Like I have to take their word for it type shit. I didn't experience what they're talking about, if it even happened. When we die, I don't even know. Rock it out of here. Yeah, so that's what I would say. This is what I keep saying lately, is that you can only ever react to what's presented to you in any given moment anyways. If you're on a linear path, first off, who knows even that what you experience when you die is what I experience when I die? For all we know, every single individual experiences a totally different afterlife. I haven't experienced yours and you haven't experienced mine. And if it's a linear path, there's nothing I can tell you anyways. You're going to have to just deal with whatever the fuck's presented to you. The same way you are dealing with this reality pretty much. You know what I'm saying? If we can even do that. We'd be at a point now where this world is not dark enough for now. Most things that we are experiencing and witnessing now is stage one, kindergarten level shit, child's play. Thank you for letting us know that, man. How do you know that? How do you know that? Probably won't be. Everything is customized. All I know, conscious going on, I don't know anymore. Wait, all I know, consciousness is going on. I don't know anymore. Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at, Kevin. To make sure you come back. Mm. Yeah, I would say if there is a coming back to this reality, not one motherfucker watching this stream is coming back. Like there's no, if you have an option and the path is not linear and it's a choose your own adventure book, who the fuck watching this is even worried? You're not going to come back. Like they would have to they would have to force you. That's what you say now, though, Chris. What do you mean? Well, what do you think? Why do you say that? I mean, what do you think could happen? But they have weapons at their disposal. It's it's always such a good, you know. But it's what V is saying is more believable to me than, oh well, there's something good waiting on the other side for us. I would never come back to this shit. What up, house home? Yeah, me neither. It's a hell pit, and if they have traps for us and advanced weapons to trap us, then that's what we're fucked. That's the only thing I say. Hey guys, we're fucked. Yeah, they're gonna wrap us up in their fucking what's it called, like their butterfly energy nets, and shock us in our bellies with the cow prod things that they carry, and they're gonna wrap us up and take us into and MK Ultra us and shock us until we lose our memories, and then they're gonna shove us back in our bodies and feed on us forever. Like, let's go straight to hell. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. This place is dark. Yeah, this place is pretty dark. I understand why people go into that fucking like pure paranoia fucking mind state or whatever. She just wants someone scratching her back all the time. She just wants someone scratching her back all the time. Okay, pretty girl. Okay, beautiful munchkin. Okay, go down, goofy butt. Gracie, you made your guest appearance. Do you guys think Gracie has a soul? Do you guys think dogs and goats and cows and sheep all have souls? Like, we're not even sure we have souls. Oh, goddamn, there's hella comments I haven't read. I heard so many people say that, and yet they always come back. But guys, isn't that funny that we talk here? We don't know who we are. I would say our energy does, because there are some examples of past life people. Like, there's kids that it's almost like they were a used car salesman or something. Like at 5 years old, they can name, oh, that's a 62 Lincoln Continental. That's a 2001, a Volkswagen Beetle. Like, there's weird shit. There's evidence. But again, could that be manipulation or whatever to get us to believe something, to give us hope that we can make that? As deceptive as this reality is, that wouldn't surprise me. It's a matrix. That's what it does. False hope and bullshit. They know us very well, and we don't know anything about them or whatever the fuck this is. We know a little bit about what this is, but about them. Them is everybody potentially. So we are like a video game to them. They could jump in anybody and play anybody. They can fuck with you even. I mean, I hate to say, I know that's scary, but uh, imagine having it be where you live in a compartment like this, where your conceptualizations are being spied on internally and being rained, rewired, and so on, and not just influenced. What up, Mushroom Coyote? How you been? Oh my God, the baby is here. That's a nice pupper right now. Oh, my dog? Oh, okay. Get over there, goofy butt. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's chilling. She makes these little like hissy, whiny noises. Uh, nice back scratches. Yeah, where do I get that? Where is there anybody where I could just walk up and get my ass scratched for 10 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Where do I go to get this kind of fucking treatment? For every time you think about rebellion or see through the veils of the necropolis, devils see that and then inconspicuously explicate your conceptions. Extrapolate. Extirpate? I don't know. Yes, Gracie definitely had a spirit. Has. I don't think so. I think she's an NPC. Well, I would say she may be powered by the same energy that powers a human, but I don't think she has a soul any more than I think we have a soul. I think animals have soul, but sort of in the same way we do. Yep, all right, I would agree with House Home. I think it's energy that gets recycled somehow, maybe. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't think so. I think we wish we were the hard drive. We are in a machine and we're jealous of the memories, but that ain't our job. We're the power supply of the machine. The memories are not ours. Just to discombobulate your encephalon even more and then change your speculations into completely fresh, anomalous ones, venerating the veil further. Yeah, I would agree with that comment, Basin. I understood that one. Yeah, it just it toys with the. It's a machine, man. Trust me. Everything it's throwing at you is deception or fucking bullshit. Hey, Chris, and chat. This guy here. What up, mushroom? All right. Amid the veils of an infernal void, there be draconian titans potentially forging galactic towers of wickedness, making them shoot luminous yet inconspicuous rays of apocryphal phantasms into here. Yeah, I don't know why Raisin's saying all that, but do you talk to her about these things? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Do I talk to who? Animals have souls. Must be why so many beings in this inferno be bound to chains, replication, fallacies, death's cold embrace, shackled by acropophistles that keep polishing like trophies for the abyss to mock. Vase, I'm curious, why do you talk like that? Because the truth is, it's difficult for me to understand your comments. Like it's almost like a waste of time, to be honest. I don't understand why you do that. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I guess you have a love for words or something. But honestly, when I'm reading it, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. People who take high dose DMT say that reality is much more spiritual, much more spiritual leaning rather than digital or technological. Stick, where did you get that? I've only seen the opposite. Actually, even the people that astral project, they talk about everything in like simulation terms, bro. They talk about like with simulation language when they talk about it's always like it sounds technological or something. I have two cats and they're very intelligent. When I've heard people that do DMT, and I don't think anybody's done it more than the guy that I watch. I think he's done it probably more than anybody in reality, probably. But anyways, his tag is DMT Danny. But when he talks about, he says it's sort of, when you do DMT, you're not high the same way like when you do shrooms or LSD or weed. It has a certain type of high to it. He says actually you feel more sober. Everything becomes more sharp and focused. But weird shit happens that definitely proves it to be a simulation. I mean, dude, you can literally see code right on DMT. If you do DMT and you look into a diffracted laser, you see code running behind the surface of reality, for Christ's sakes. If that ain't simulation, what the fuck does that mean? And you can say, well, that doesn't mean it's a simulation. That means that God is computational by nature. It's like, bro, there's code in the fucking wall. Like, I know it's hard to believe you're in a simulation, but there's code in the fucking wall. Dude. Like, even in your arm, you have code running behind your physical appearance as a projection or illusion or something. Two cats and very intelligent. Crazy. Bazin got consumed by Ian. Bazin must be a Gemini like me. I don't know what I know. He's confusing sometimes. I think it's a spiritual simulation. He loves talking like that, but in all reality, I sit there. I struggle to read his comment most of the time, like fumbling over words I've never seen before. And then at the end of it, I have no idea what the fuck he just said. It's like, well, why are we doing this? It's like a fucking like, I'm that dude that don't even like to read. Why are you tormenting me? I think it's a spiritual simulation construct. We are in archaics, or YouTube as the best model for our reality I've ever seen. Spiritual simulation construct. This is like we went from spiritual to technological to physical all in one. It's a spiritual simulation construct. I don't know. It's this reality is a simulation. Absolutely, I would say. Well, high dose DMT, you encounter spirit-like creatures showing you 9-dimensional objects emitting new emotions, which sounds more spiritual rather than computer stuff. That sounds spiritual. So you define spiritual on like that. Like, what I find odd about, oh, I ended up talking to this entity, it was so powerful. It's like, okay, well, what did it tell you? Oh, it was just too complicated. Every time. It's like, when's a motherfucker gonna smoke DMT? Hella DMT, go and talk to the DMT guy. Be like, DMT guy, please just show me free energy. And he's like, okay, build it this way. And they're like, okay, and they do it. Practical. I can see the code without DMT. Oh my God, V, for real? I heard that. There's a lot of people that say they can see the code without DMT. Where's the DMT, Danny? Oh, go to Dan Go Thoughts. DANGO Thoughts. OUGHT. Yes. I'm subscribed to him. Go look at my subscriptions, Mushroom, if you can't find him. You should be able to find him. He's pretty popular. Through astrology, ha ha ha. I talk like this just because it sounds fancy and just for fun and to confuse. Thank you, Vason. I appreciate that. Occasionally, anyways, because why not? Plus, where is the fun in making complete sense 24/7? Boring. Where's the fun in being fucking confused all the time, too? That seems kind of boring. Being Virgo, numerology 9, and INFJ, you're a Gemini, too. High five to a fellow Gem. Where are my fucking Scorpios? Don't let these Geminis team up on us. You Geminis are demons. Scorpios see through Geminis. Actually, I don't know shit about this. I get the information from you guys. Like, I know I'm a Scorpio, obviously, and then it goes through transition. That's about all I know about that shit. That's about all most motherfuckers know about astrology. It's like they can tell you their sign. What are you? I'm a Leo. I'm a Scorpio. That's about where it ends. Things like somebody that studies that shit, though, bro, that shit is way too complicated. Damn, tons of air signs in here makes sense, I guess. The most intellectual. Really? I'm a water sign. Does that mean I'm dumb? So what's water the most of? The most intellectual? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Chris. You're welcome, Mushroom. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but go on Astroseek and insert your birthday. What's wrong, Goofy butt? Well, you got to go potty? Why'd you say that? You don't? No, she doesn't. What were you moaning at? Did you hear something, pretty girl? I didn't hear anything. I mean, I heard something, but I found them. What is this Rome? Would you say is a good example of a simulation similar to what you think this is? Yeah, that would be my best example is like, like a sim game, or a world builder game, which is what the sim game started out as. It was more like a city builder game, but a sim game. So the gamers jumping humans. They play first person shooters, so that's why war is always perpetuated. They have sex through us. They party through us. They People say, "Oh, their eyes went black." We're like, you're watching the gamers play people. Um, but yeah, it's a simulation that's being played where things are being built. It's got an agenda. It's doesn't care about us. It uses us like pawns to do whatever. You're a Gemini too, mushroom. Your rising sign is really telling of you. Mushrooms, a Scorpio rising. So many air signs here, crazy. It is complicated. Yes, Gemini sun. No, Chris, that means you're emotional. I'm definitely emotional. What you think about Virgo, though? Oh, water signs are emotional. Oh, okay, so that makes sense then. Ah, I wanted to be the intellectual sign, though. I'd rather be more smarter than emotional. Unbelievable. Yeah, mushroom, that's cool. I'm Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Pisces rising. So double air and water. That's why your hair is wavy. Air and water, waves. Oh, my hair is wavy though. I'm water. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Water has waves too. I think she's got to go potty. I don't know why she keeps doing this, guys. Just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I think she was a good girl. She went potty real quick and came right back up. Usually, it's like fucking pulling teeth with her to get her back in the house. She just loves being outside. All right, I'm gonna start the comments down here. If anybody had anything important to say, I'm sorry. I am battle bro. What up, bitter end? Yeah, there's a lot of new people in here today. This is awesome. I want you all to feel comfortable at home here and feel comfortable. Nobody's going to judge you. You can disagree with people. You don't have to hate them if you disagree with them. Everybody here is different. Everybody's here is cool. Uh, and there's a lot of thinkers here. If you want astrology, obviously V knows her shit in astrology. If you want to fucking be depressed and miserable, ask me any question, and I'll answer it, baby. I'm very reasonable, but also emotional. Yeah, me too, Kevin. I don't like it sometimes. It sucks. I like you, Chris. Been subbed a while now, though. Oh, thank you, Bitter. I appreciate that, dude. I just watched your Eric Dubay interviews last night, and then sub. Thank you, House Home. Dude, it's like finally, man. It's like that thing's got over 20,000 views. I was like, bro, I'm gonna get at least 1,000 subs from this shit, right? Or 100 maybe. Hell no, I got like 12 or 10 or something. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers really don't like bad teeth or something. Bald guy, me like, man, this dude just can't. How could I subscribe to this baldy headed looking motherfucker? I think the Ram is Aries. What the hell? Dude, you guys know. All right, come on. I'm sick of playing this game. I'm about to piss everybody in here off. Be everybody. I don't care. I got to be honest. We all know you guys wish you were Scorpios. It sounds the coolest. My animal is a scorpion, then an eagle, then a fucking phoenix. Scorpios are known for being, I don't know if V say something good about me. And then after V says that, everybody wishes they were Scorpios, bro. Just admit it. No, dude, Leo. Oh my God. What if you're killing me, bro? I thought I'd get at least one to say, yeah, you know what, Chris? I do wish I was Scorpio. Actually, dude, what I hear most of the time is people, they hate Scorpios. I'm like, man, what did they do to you? One of my best buddies is a Scorpio, and this motherfucker is one of the most loving people I know. I kind of am Gemini with Scorpio on it. Oh, V, you are a Scorpio. I think you're closer to a Phoenix. Actually, I think you're closer to a Phoenix than a Scorpion, actually. I think everybody in here, if they were Scorpios, they would be closer to a Phoenix than an Eagle or a fucking Scorpion. Scorpions too loud. What? Scorpions aren't loud. They don't even make any noise. Do they? Oh, no, they do. Do they do a hiss? Or maybe they do a hiss or something, actually. Are scorpions loud? No, they're not. Fucking crickets are louder than scorpions. What even is a Scorpio? I do not look at this astrology shit. I'm one. I'm a Scorpio. It's November. Scorpios are born. Admit it, dude. And that's another thing y'all need to admit. November's your favorite month of the year. Actually, everybody that lives up north is like, bro, are you crazy? Fucking hate November. But it does feel good if you grew up with Christmas. November's a good feeling month, right? Isn't it? It makes you feel happy and jolly, bro. Leo is never going to agree with you. No, really? Oh, my God. One of you. That's why. It's not that one of you's a hater. It's because he's a Leo. Scorpios are just really intense, but I get along with them great. Am I intense? I guess I am sometimes. If I have to be. Intense? What do you mean? Am I intense? Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely intense. I think Terrence McKenna was like a triple Scorpio. What the hell? I hope he made it. He definitely had to make it, right? Wasn't he a smart guy? Phoenix Rising. That's snakes. Who's snakes? My best friend is. Oh, yeah. Well, snakes, or do they hiss? Oh, yeah, they do hiss. Some snakes hiss. Some snakes fucking. They fucking rattle. My best friend is a Scorpio. My work bestie. Do scorpions make a noise? I think they do. I think they actually let out like a hiss noise when they strike, don't they? Or no, maybe they don't. I think they strike silently, actually. I don't know. I never really. I'm not much of a bug guy. I really like butterflies. Some moths look really cool. And that's about dragonflies are super cool. But other than that, I don't really care too much for bugs. Best friend Scorpio, my work bestie, Crane, we don't know how else to say it, is a Scorpio too. Fuck yeah. Scorpios are the coolest motherfuckers in this reality. Let's be honest here. Scorpios and Geminis get along great. Oh, fuck yeah. Totally agree. Fall is the best season. My birthday is November 10th. What the hell? Jay, you Scorpio? I'm November 17th. Damn, so you're 1110. Dude, your binary is fuck. I'm 1117. 1117. 1117. Dude, you're 1110. What year were you born, Jay? I want to know if that's binary. I mean, if you don't mind answering that. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, Jay is a Scorpio too. Fuck yeah. Everyone going crazy in this eclipse. Hi from Adele. Oh my God, you're a Scorpio. Good God, I love. Soft Wild. Hi from Adele. Adele? Hello, Adele. How you doing, love? So Soft Wild is Adele, or she said hi to me on her channel? Bro, you're very intense. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really. My dad was super intense. It's weird when you are an intense guy. You don't see your. I don't see myself as intense. Isn't that weird? Scorpio's upstate. I am just some basic ass Aquarius. Are Aquarius basic? I always think about underwater. When people say Aquarius, I always think about the ocean and being underwater. That's right, the eclipse. That's why I'm so tired. Well, oops are all about the mystery to be hidden, so it makes all sense. You're one of the topics that are not often explored or talked about. Dude, your binary is what level? 87. Dude, you're still binary. I knew it. Dude. Oh, no, wait. What am I saying? I'm an idiot. No, you're not. What the fuck am I saying? No, you're not. My, my son's name is Chris, and I'm bald too. What the hell? Yeah, I thought you were still binary. You're not. Actually, 8 and 7 is fucking 15. I'm 83, so I'm actually 11, 17, and then 11 again. People keep trying to draw me into their drama not happening. Fuck people and their godforsaken drama. Like, imagine the type of weirdo that's into such a thing. It's like, bro, you're a weirdo. But I've come to realize evil people live amongst us. And these are just some of the avenues they use as their outlets. Drama. Some really evil people become cops. Some really evil people become teachers. Some really evil people, like they're all through society. You just got to pay attention. They reveal themselves. Was your dad a Scorpio too, Chris? No, my dad was a demon. Which month are demons born? I actually don't know my father's birthday. I don't know his birthday off the top of my head. I'd actually have to ask one of my family members to know my own father's birthday. Isn't that crazy? I had a teacher named Guineri too. Really? I had he wasn't a teacher. I had an officer Guineri at my school. He was the like officer guy or whatever. He was a lovely man actually. Officer Guineri, I gave you hell. You were a wonderful human being. You really were like an angel. Thank you. I got a professional. I mean, if you ever seen this, fucking. I got a professional environmental job, so I changed my channel name. You know, I've thought about that, Adele. Like, man, what if I really want to start going and set up a booth? Like, hey, making AI music, $20 a song. I'll do a whole CD for $60. If you want a music video, $2.99 or something like that. Like, and I thought, man, if I send people to my channel though, like, honestly, if I apply to a job. When you apply to a job, you don't think that they Google your name? Like I pop up as a psychopath to everybody, so it's going to be very difficult for me. But I understand. I understand completely. All that I hate the world, anti-knowledge stuff had to go. Got board members now. Wait, what? All that I hate the world, anti-knowledge stuff had to go. Yeah, I just I'm not a fan of the world, Adele. I sort of hate this reality too, but I tried to not constantly bombard people with it. It's a hell realm already. Most people are struggling and suffering. Got board members now? What's that mean? And your mom, what was her birthday? My mom was October 15th. She was born 1955. Libra sun. Uh, Wait, did I say that right? No, I meant October. I gave you the wrong date. I'm sorry. My mom was October. Am I mixing up my brother? So my mom was October 29th, I think. Not October. No, October 5th. No, October 29th. I think it's my brother. Anyways, yeah, she was a Scorpio, but she was a Libra sun. I don't know what any of that shit means. Be oh, yeah, she was definitely a Scorpio. Let us be real. There is no such thing as a birthday. No, it is incarceration, imprisonment day, the day, the day that you started to be another puppet in this necropolis. I agree, Mason. That's true. Yes, sir. I would agree with everything you just said. Holy shit. October 29th is Scorpio. Yep. And you have Moon opposite Pluto in your chart, Chris. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. The Moon is the mother. What does that mean? What do you mean by that, V? What does that mean? Even though this world is crazy, I'm not anti-knowledge. Kids are great. You would make a good dad, Chris. You got a good heart. That matters, man. Thank you, Jay. I think I would have made a good father too, but I would make a terrible person, I think, bringing another person into this reality, especially in my current financial. Like, bro, I can't even afford to support myself right now, let alone another fucking person. And I grew up in poverty. I know what that feels like. It's just, I don't think poor people should be allowed to have kids. It's humiliating. That's your mother reflected on your chart. Oh, even my chart showing who my mom was going to be. Oh, that's crazy. Really? What the fuck is dad's birthday? My father's. Hold on one second. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. So he's not positive, but he's much better with that kind of shit than I am. And he said it's probably April 22nd. It's my father's birthday. So you are a good parent simply for not being a parent in the first place. Yeah, that's a great way. The way that I see it is having a kid is the first irresponsible parental decision that you could make. And look, even if this reality became a better realm, overall wise, like let's say we weren't all struggling so bad, you could get a common job and still have like plenty of money to survive. Uh, just life wasn't such a hell pit, suffering pit of struggle. Um, it's still too dark of a realm. Like what the souls are subjected to. Like I'm gonna have a human being, and they just ain't gonna be any human being. I'm probably gonna love this motherfucker more than any human I've ever loved. And I'm gonna put that person through an existential dread experience where they're mortal and they're gonna die someday. They're gonna watch me die someday. What is this? Well, anyways, it just seems uh, I would never have a kid. I'm betting on your dad being either a water or fire sign or maybe Capricorn. Oh, it'll be Aries. I think that's Pisces already, though. Right on the cusp. I think that means your dad is a Taurus, not Pisces, Taurus. Damn, my brain is a mess today. Just to Davy. My brain's actually doing pretty good today, but it's a mess most days. I have a friend who was April 27th and is a Taurus. It's okay. Actually, I need to sit down with my brother Tom and fucking write all that shit down because I think it's kind of sad that like I can't even remember my father's birthday off the top of my head. But I had a very odd relationship with this man. So you are not having a child, instead you are creating a whole new being, one with their own thoughts and pain desires, and yeah, like one day could be another Hitler. Well, I understand. I think we all do. So Shane Gill believes Hitler was one of the most best people that ever lived. If you're looking at what he did for his people, if you actually listen to Hitler's speeches, he says it's weird that he's demonized. I mean, he seemed like a really good dude. If I'm being honest, he did. Like I sort of agree with Shane Gill. Like I used to watch a lot of his things after when they started translating them, where the AI was not just saying what he was saying, but it was saying it in his voice. And you listen to his speeches, it's like, wow, this dude's like, he's being tormented by what we would call the Zionist bankers. They were tormenting him and his people. They were milking them. And well, anyways, he just wanted sovereignty. He wanted away from the bankers. He called them like basically insatiable Zionist pigs. They wouldn't leave him and his people alone. They were bleeding them and taking all their resources and leaving the country poor. Well, I understand. I think we all do. If anybody was ever an actual big threat to what we call the them or the Illuminati, it was Hitler, probably. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't know. Are Tauruses friendly? Zionism is one of the most evil things on the planet. The Elder Protocols of Zion explain much of why everything's fucked. So I actually have Zionists that watch my channel, House Home, and I'm pretty sure Dip is a Zionist, and he's one of the kindest people that comes to my stream. I enjoy talking and having exchange with him. So it's sort of like if a Christian does something evil or naughty and then goes, see, Christians are evil. It's like, I don't think all Zionists are evil. The same way I don't think all Christians are evil. The same way I don't think all women are evil, or that all black people are evil, or that all anything. I think everything's sort of based on the individual. I'd say there's Zionists in this reality, and I don't know. I didn't study Zionism. I don't know if you read the Zionist handbook and it says chop the head off every non-Zionist or something. I don't know. But I've coexisted with Zionists that are some of the better people I've met in this reality. Depends on the rest of the chart. Really, I would tell some. And he was born in 45. He was 10 years older than my mom. And because I think about my dad was a G. My dad was a G. I mean, other than being a violent, fucking nasty child abuser, he was getting that young coochie. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes the retarded 12-year-old inside of me comes out, pokes his little weird, retarded head out. I would tell some. And the Khazarian mafia. But honestly, it's just greed. But I don't want Mossad. You know, I mean, actually, my teacher, when I was in Votech school near here, my teacher was a Mason, and he was a really cool dude. But again, did he get to the right degree? And I don't know, but he was definitely a Mason. I'm looking both of them up. Let's see what I find. Yeah. What the fuck am I gonna eat? I want to eat I know what I don't have. But I'm probably actually gonna wrap this one up, guys. You guys are all like hanging out and enjoying. That's the only thing weird when I like want to go eat, or like I feel like I'm cutting off everybody else communicating. Is there a way to keep it going? Or you guys are free to use my Discord. If you guys want to keep chatting, you're free to use my Discord if you want. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, when was he born? You just tell me. It's fine.
April 8th,
April 8th?
1946.
46. Oh, April 8th, 1946. That's when my dad was born. Let's see. April 8th, so 4, 8, and then 46 is 10. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go fucking shove stuff a bunch of food into my fat gullet. And yeah, but if you guys want to use my Discord, feel free to use it anytime. It is what it is, you know. There may be, I don't have like moderators and all that, so there may be some creeps or weirdos that join and say stupid shit, but ignore those motherfuckers. Like, I'm pretty sure you can literally ignore those motherfuckers. Just right click them and put them on ignore, and you won't have to see them spam you with no dumb shit. 1 year before your father, Mason? What the fuck? You're young as hell. Your dad's still fucking putting out kids that old. Golly, what a G. I thought my dad was a G. Oh, it should be in the description. It's in the description of every one of my videos. Isn't it? It should be, yeah. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys.